And at the end of Act 1, it's clear that the patients have taken over the asylum. But during that act, we heard some pretty strange, spooky sounds. Let's go see what was making those sounds. Bob, I understand you are behind those spooky sounds. What is this?
Well, this is a theremin.
Thank you.
It's one of the early electronic instruments invented by a Russian whose name was Leon Theremin.
And what does it sound like?
Well, it can sound like a lot of really spooky things, just like you suggested. Or if you like The Day the Earth Stood Still, you go.
And I noticed when you did that, you were just gesturing at it instead of touching it. How does that work?
Well, the theremin is the only instrument you play by not touching it. So my body is a variable capacitor. And so the closer I get to the vertical antenna, the pitch goes up. And the more my hand leaves the horizontal antenna, the volume goes up. So I have volume and pitch.
And I see you're touching it, so that cuts the volume down to nothing.
That's correct.
Now, can you actually play tunes besides
Oh,
spooky
sure,
things?
sure.
That's just amazing. And I noticed that you've developed your own technique with this.
Yes. It's very similar to like a stringed instrument where your wrist and your hand really helps guide you toward the distance to and from the antenna. So things like octaves and bigger leaps are quite difficult and take an awful lot of practice to get them right on the button, whereas kind of scalar stuff you can kind of do by moving your fingers.
But unlike a beginning violin player, you can't put tape on C and D.
No, it is totally, and you really can't even watch it, because if I watch it and accidentally lean toward the antenna, that's not my hand, it's my body. It's taking my body.
The pitch.
Yep.
Now, in this musical, do you have a specific part that you play that you read from?
No, what I'm doing is I'm augmenting what the other musicians are doing behind the stage with just basically sound effects.
Well, we've sure enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to seeing that in the second act.
Great. Well, thank you
Thanks
for
very
asking
much.
about it.
And now, let's go meet the people that are leading the orchestra that we've listened to in the first act. Well, hello, Milt.
Hi, Glenn.
Now, you've been involved with these productions at the middle school before, haven't you?
Yes, I was actually an actor in one of the fall plays when my daughter went here. It was the first year Mrs. Olson wanted to use a parent, and so...
So you played a parent?
I played a parent of one of the students, which was a real hard role. And then I've played trumpet.
And now, let's get ready and take our seats for Act 2 of The Great Ghost Chase.